Hi, Stephanie Kammerman live at the Dallas Money Show with the marvelous Mark Skousen. I am so honored to be here with you because you, Mark, are one of the top living 20 economists in the world. Can I just take your pulse, make sure that he's living?
Still kicking.
Yes,
My wife will be happy to know, although I hear I'm worth more dead than alive.
Oh, that's not good.
Big
it's
insurance,
never good.
key man insurance policy by my newsletter publisher. So I've been writing my investment newsletter, Forecasts and Strategies, for 37 years. It started the first of the year that the greatest president of the 20th century was elected.
Oh, so a long time.
Yes, 1980. And my goal is to write a book called 50 Years on Wall Street. So I have another 13 or 14
It's like
years
50 Shades of Grey, but better.
Oh, much better.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, much better. My wife does call my newsletter Foreplay and Tragedy.
Oh.
That would fit into 50
would,
Shades of Grey, wouldn't it?
So let's talk about something that's sexy, okay? Gold.
Yes, gold.
Gold is one of my favorite topics to talk about.
It looks like you're wearing
I am wearing gold, yes. So we are approaching the seasonality for gold. The third week of October is usually when gold starts to lift up. Are you buying gold?
Well, I didn't know about the seasonality. But I am recommending Franco-Nevada, which is a royalty and streaming mining company.
Right.
And they only have 30-some employees, so they finance mining companies and then get gold and silver at a discount. And they actually have a good profit margin, and they're growing in earnings and revenues. So they're and it has an upward trend in gold, but it's one of the very few. Most of these gold companies are burning matches, and they're depleting assets.
Right.
Because they're finding the gold, digging it out of the ground, and how much is left. So gold has not been good for investors overall. The mining companies have been burning matches and have a downward trend. I mean, if you look at Barrick Gold, it's just the largest mining company.
Yeah, took
it's
a hit.
Still below its price
it
of 20 years ago.
Correct. So you're just buying this one gold company? You wouldn't just per se buy GLD?
No, I don't. I gave a sell signal in November or December of 2011. That was a really good call.
That was very good.
I wasn't very good at. I'm not always good at calls, but that one was a good one. And the only thing I've gotten back into is Franco-Nevada. Because I think it's a better play than gold itself.
It has growth.
Yes, and it's better than the mining companies themselves. So, because it's a finance company in essence.
Okay, so it's not just gold.
It's a finance company. It finances mining companies, but it's also now financing oil and gas companies.
Oh, okay.
So they think that the president of Franco-Nevada, I can't remember his name, but he said that he says the outlook for mining is not particularly good. So he's switched to oil and gas.
Interesting. Oil's been going up recently.
Yeah, but although I think it's going to be in a trading range. I don't expect oil to really take off. A lot of it depends on what the dollar does.
Yes, I was just going to mention
all commodities are quoted in dollars.
Well, the dollar has been going down.
If that weakness continues, that's bullish for
gold
and for oil.
But I've seen the dollar and gold both go up at the same time.
Really? When was that? In your
last
lifetime?
year. Last year, yeah. I've been around for a while. But I have, when gold was super strong, last February-ish, that time.
Well, maybe that's because other currencies were so weak that the dollar was strong and gold was even stronger, is the way I would look at that. And that's possible. Because all these currencies are declining in value long-term against inflation.
Right.
And gold is a good long-term, very long-term inflation hedge.
So what if the Fed raises interest rates?
I think that's bearish on gold.
That is bearish
Unless it's an indication of more inflation, then it could be bullish.
See?
So it has to look at real interest rates. If real interest rates rise, then gold is in trouble. It doesn't pay a dividend. It doesn't pay interest.
Right. And how fast, in your opinion, do you think they're going to raise interest rates?
No, they're doing it very gradually.
Right.
So that's the policy. I'm not sure it's the right policy, but that's what they're doing.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for being
Stephanie,
here.
my
and
pleasure.
Thanks for sharing.
May the gold be with
Yes. Oh, yes. That's golden.